I didn't see the mat go down. I know that's not all for me. Good morning, everyone. Please be seated. What a wonderful day. I'm Randy Yerrick, Dean of the College of Kremen School of Education and Human Development. It's an absolute honor to be here today and to welcome all of you to the Kremen School of Education and Human Development Commencement Class of 2020 and 2021. To our graduates, you did it. You achieved a remarkable achievement under very extraordinary times, and we are excited to honor you all. Before we get started, I'll ask that you please silence your phones and remain in your seats throughout this ceremony. You don't have to turn them off, but you can imagine how distracting it may be for our speakers to have phones ringing throughout. So go ahead, I'll wait. Reach over and turn off your mom's phone. She doesn't know where the button is. It's a beautiful day here at Bulldog Stadium, and I want to acknowledge the rich diversity of this region that Fresno State is proud to be a part of. It's a campus which sits in the midst of the San Joaquin Valley, a rich valley in the traditions and the representation of Native American peoples and cultures. We are grateful to be in the traditional homelands of the Yokuts and the Monos peoples, whose diverse tribal communities share stewardship over this land, and in fact, Fresno State has more than 400 current students who represent this important historical heritage of this region. And now it is the tradition at each Fresno State commencement ceremony that I would like to invite you all to please stand and join in the singing of the national anthem performed by Jordan Pulido.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. That was beautiful. Hello, distinguished guests, loved ones, Bulldog family, class of 2020 and class of 2021. Congratulations, we did it. I want to thank you for the honor of addressing you today as your student body president. Today, we embark on a new journey, a new chapter in our lives where the decisions will be harder, where the challenges will be tougher, where we will find our purpose in life, and where we will call ourselves alumni of our university. The faculty, staff, administrators, our peers have uniquely helped each one of us grow, and for that, we are eternally grateful. We have been given the tools to be bold, to embrace our ideologies, to take pride in our intentions. My name is Elizabeth Rocha Zuniga. My presence on this stage is pretty unlikely. The experiences that I have faced as a first-generation student, coming from a historically marginalized community, from an economically and socially disadvantaged background, a sibling of 3, and a daughter of a single mother, have always been my motivation. At times, it has felt like the world was stacked against me. However, I embraced and found motivation in these experiences. And I want to take this opportunity to thank my mom, who is my guidepost for everything, because without her, I would not be where I am today. And I know that we each have someone whose embrace makes everything better. Hug them a little tighter, because we are graduating in a very unprecedented time. Yet I have no doubt that we will excel and persevere in our endeavors. Kremen School of Education and Human Development, you are the leaders that we need in our world, and I cannot wait to see where the next chapter takes us. Thank you, and go Dogs!
But the other one was sanitized. Thank you, President Zuniga, for your inspiring words and your steadfast leadership. I want to remind us all that Fresno State was founded in the early 1900s as a normal school, a teaching college with the primary mission of providing teachers to the schools surrounding the counties of the Central Valley. Those who were prepared to teach before 1920 would have had a difficult time imagining what daily instruction has looked like over the past 12 months. As we move out of this pandemic, we're faced with new challenges in preparing educators and counselors and educational leaders who can effectively function in today's growing culturally and linguistically diverse society. And as we arise from our places that we have hunkered down from, sometimes operating in survival mode, we now emerge to find ourselves facing even greater gaps in equity, exacerbated by the pandemic and the insidious isolation that it's left in its wake. But today we're graduating almost 1,200 teachers, scholars, counselors, educational specialists, administrators, in line with the mission to prepare leaders for a diverse community. The opportunity is now placed on your shoulders as alumni to guide the next generation of an unfinished nation. You have a chance to influence the future that can form a better and more perfect union. And guided by Kremen's vision for an inclusive and equitable future, we in Kremen have done our best to prepare you, and we have strived to hold ourselves accountable to many high standards, and those would include recruiting qualified candidates who are representative of the diverse community that we represent, to share best practices and to prepare professionals who continually strive to improve their own practices, to support lifelong development of all professionals, to sustain a university work environment that is humane, ethical, and intellectual stimulating, and to be the higher education partner of choice to the public schools, to relevant institutions in the Central Valley and beyond. And though we in Kremen haven't done it perfectly to strive to meet these goals, we have done it increasingly because we are committed to building a better future for the Valley, for California, and for the nation. We experienced a lot of highs and lows together through this pandemic, and we've heard of learning loss. Outsiders to the education often point to drops in academic achievement scores, but we all know it's much more. Instead of important immeasurables like depression, mental health, social isolation, self-efficacy, and identity, many of us have experienced much greater loss. But what I'm hoping for is that we don't forget the learning gains. Gains, you might ask? We've gained the understanding that teachers cannot be replaced, not by simulations and not by computer-assisted self-teaching. We have gained the appreciation that telehealth and telecounseling can never replace a caring loved one or a human ear to listen. We have gained the appreciation that we need one another more than ever. We have come to appreciate that we must take care of our elders. We know that harmony is not a gift, it's something we must work hard for. We know that equity and social justice is a value that transcends any university's individual disciplines. And we continue to gain appreciation for the teachers, the leaders, the school leaders, counselors, that they are one of the most treasured frontline workers amidst a sea of doctors, police officers, and nurses. I have learned and been inspired by many in the past as I traveled across the country through this pandemic. And one noted leader that inspired me took stage in front of all of us as the entire nation was introduced to this beautiful and brilliant poet who described herself as a skinny black girl descended from slaves, raised by a single mother who dreamed of being president one day and found herself writing and reciting for one. In Amanda Gorman's inaugural poem, The Hill We Climb, she challenged us all to overcome inequity and embrace our differences. It is from that poem I quote, "We will not be turned around nor interrupted by intimidation because we know our inaction and our inertia will be the inheritance of our next generation. Our blunders will become their burdens. One thing is certain, if we merge mercy with might and might with right, then love becomes our legacy and changes our children's birthright. So we lift our gazes not to what stands between us, but what stands before us. We close the divide because we know that to put our future first, we must first put our differences aside. For a while, we have our eyes on the future, and yet history has its eyes on us. So I say to you, graduates of 2020 and 2021, with all the knowledge and skills you've attained here, you are fully equipped to be successful, to influence all our collective futures. And yes, we arranged those jets just for you. Keep looking for the best in the work that you do, in those you contact, in those whose future clients you impact, in the country we love and support. Because we at Kremen, we have our eyes on you. Be braver than those who have mentored you, embrace your future, and don't forget to care for one another. Congratulations, graduates of 20 and 21. And now it is my distinct honor to invite Interim President Saul Jimenez Sandoval to the podium to say a few words.
Good morning, graduates! I'm sure you've noticed that we have two very special guests today, which make this ceremony extremely extra special for you. The Chancellor of the California State University System, Dr. Joseph I. Castro, and the First Lady of the CSU, Mary Castro. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Thank you, Dean Yurick. And Kremen graduates, this is your day. It's finally here. After a long, tough day, after a long, tough year, you've made it. The gifts of the Kremen School of Education and Human Development are foundational to all of society. You are the educators. Let's hear it for them. The counselors. Where are the counselors? And the educational leaders who touch, that's right, who touch and shape the future. You touch and shape the future of this valley and of our California. That's tremendous. First, you teach our children how to read. That's the basic fundamental skill that they need to learn. They interpret the world through this skill. Then, throughout their schooling, you teach them to envision a world in which they are future engineers, teachers, musicians, artists, nurses. The list goes on and on and on and on. It all begins with you because you teach them how to read. And you teach and encourage thinking. You spark innovation, you further communication, and you promote balanced and happy individuals who see themselves as active and productive members of our society. Indeed, as graduates of Kremen, you impact every single facet of our Valley life. That's incredible. As you graduate and become professionals, remember that you are the gateway. I use that very intentionally, the gateway, the bridge to a life of learning and to a life of self-fulfillment. It all begins with you, and it all begins with one single word. One word from you, one gesture can become and welcome a student to the circle of the learned, the circle of those who see themselves attaining fulfillment as members of this society, of this, our fertile valley. You are now the ambassadors of the value that comes with a great education. Fresno State is a world-class university right here in the heart of the Central Valley. I know that your next steps reflect the thoughtful and creative engagement that will literally reinvent society, that will literally create worlds of possibility in our children, in our youth. This will become a better world because of you. My wife, Mariana Anagnostopoulos, who is here with me, and I extend our sincere congratulations. Now, give yourselves a round of applause. It is now my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Linda Resnick, Vice Chair and co-owner who oversees worldwide marketing, product development, and corporate social responsibility efforts for the Wonderful Company. Throughout her career, as the Wonderful Company's success has grown, so has her dedication to philanthropy. Dr. Resnick personally gives the Wonderful Company's innovative philanthropic endeavors, the heart of which focuses on wide-ranging efforts to enhance the lives of people in the communities where its employees live and work. In 1994, the Resnicks established Wonderful Education, whose robust education initiatives have enriched the lives of more than 117,000 young people right here in the Central Valley. Round of applause, please. The company's health and wellness programs provide free primary health care and medicine to 2,500 students at Wonderful College Prep Academy and to 4,000 employees and their families in the Central Valley. This work has achieved notable improvements in health outcomes, including a 51% reduction in prediabetes over the last 5 years. Dr. Resnick understands that a thriving society is built on attacking the cycle of poverty by addressing the social determinants of health. Because of this, the company invests tens of millions of dollars each year into education, health and wellness, and community building in our Central Valley, as well as throughout the island nation of Fiji. Fresno State was a recipient of the Resnick's generosity in 2019 when they made a $10 million investment toward the new student union, currently under construction and now named the Linda and Stuart Resnick Student Union. We offer our sincere gratitude and appreciation to the Resnicks. Let's now hear from Dr. Linda Resnick, whose video message will inspire us all. And there's a surprise. So be on the lookout for it.
Fresno State classes of 2020 and 2021. Hello, Bulldogs. You did it. You should be proud. Like so many college graduates before you, you worked through late nights, challenging classes, and brutal coursework. But unlike any grads before you, you did it in the middle of a global pandemic. You did it while our country suffered unprecedented political strife. You did it while witnessing strained race relations daily in the media and close to home. You did it while managing social isolation, inconsistent internet, and the needs of your family. This is no small feat. When your family says they're proud of you, it's not an empty platitude. Yes, you did it, and you are about to do so much more. You, the children of the Central Valley, have demonstrated a special resilience, passion, and innate determination that makes me so honored and humbled to address you all today. I know how excited you are to start your new lives, to start doing things your own way. So as you stand at the threshold between observing the world and remaking it, I want to tell you what everyone my age should say to you today. I am sorry. I am deeply sorry for the world my generation is leaving you. We were handed the greatest society in human history, and we ran it into the ground. We treated the planet like an ashtray. We shielded our eyes as we walked past the sight of poverty. We shrugged our shoulders at the health of our people, and we sighed at systemic racism. We kicked the can down the road as our roads crumbled. But there is hope. As we speak, the government is sending out checks to those in need. The new infrastructure bill in Washington will give jobs to millions as we rebuild our highways, bridges, and dams. And the president is working toward a more fair and just society, protecting our dreamers and creating a path to immigration. But the government can't do it all. Trust me, it needs help. So to you graduates who have accomplished so much under such extraordinary circumstances, I am about to ask you to do something else. Please save the world. Oh, I know what some of you are thinking. Do I look like Bill Gates? And others are thinking, I spent the last 16 years of my life in school. Now I've got to save the planet. And still others are thinking, Linda, I can't even get more than 20 views on TikTok. I get it. You have jobs to find, places to see, relationships to build, horizons to chase, and a bucket list of experiences you've put off for years. But I think you're up to it. I believe that you're the generation that can live your lives and save the world. You've already proven it. Last year, 66% of your generation donated to a cause, and this was even though most of you are still in school or just starting in life and may not have many resources to share. By comparison, I'm embarrassed to say that only 54% of my generation, the baby boomers, donated to charities. Not okay, boomers. But your generation has the smarts. You're resilient. You're compassionate. And you're strong. 62% of you are the first in your family to go to college. You've already achieved something historic. In recent years, my husband, Stuart, and I, through Wonderful Education, have helped send 338 students to Fresno State. We love this school. We've marveled at the sight of Fresno State alumni going out into the world and helping to change it for the better. And many past graduates have returned to the Valley and put their good education to work right here at home. We believe in you, Bulldogs, enough to bet on you. Have you heard of the butterfly effect? 60 years ago, a meteorologist, computer model, revealed that something as tiny as the flap of a butterfly's wings in Brazil might start a ripple effect that ultimately causes a tornado in Texas. In other words, tiny things can have enormous consequences. This is also true of actions. Selfless acts can start a domino effect that cascades upward and outward and does tremendous good. Stuart and I flap our proverbial wings as much as possible. We own a healthy food company that produces wonderful pistachios, wonderful halos, and wonderful pomegranates, all grown here in the Central Valley. We also own Fiji water, but as you know, that doesn't grow on trees. I came to the Valley 12 years ago to the little town of Lost Hills and fell in love with the people and the place. I saw spirit and determination. I saw families who love and protect one another no matter what. But I also saw needs that weren't being met and potentials going unfulfilled. So we decided to plan our philanthropic work here. We partnered with the community to see where we could best apply our talents, resources, and passions. And our employees' children needed access to quality education. So we opened 2 wonderful college prep academy campuses, one in Delano and one in Lost Hills. And today we support 165 other public schools throughout the region. The population was suffering from high diabetes rates, so we were motivated to open 4 free healthcare clinics in the area. Our work is never done because community building is a pursuit, not just a goal. We could perform our good works in education, health and wellness, and community building anywhere. Lord knows there's need wherever you look. But we chose the Central Valley of California because this is where our employees live and work, and this is where their children go to school. And this is our community too. It's why we set a simple goal: ending generational poverty in the Central Valley. We want you graduates to work side by side with us, flapping your wings with small, selfless acts, creating the ripple effect that will save the world. Today, we're establishing a $1 million fund to pay you for doing community service. It's called the Wonderful Butterfly Project, and it's solely for you graduates of the Fresno State classes of 2020 and 2021. You will have the opportunity to volunteer for 2 days at the nonprofit of your choice, and when you do, we will send you a check for $500. We will make this funding available to the first 2,000 of you who enroll. In total, it will generate 32,000 hours of volunteer work for our local communities. Can you imagine how powerful that will be? Think hard about your neighborhood. What organizations could use your help? Where could your time and talents make someone else's world a little bit better? The possibilities are endless, and best of all, you don't need job experience to save the world. You just need the passion to do it. And one of the things I admire most about your generation is truly how much you care. It's inspiring to see students like you recognizing needs in their community and taking action to meet them. Let me share a few examples. Alicia Olivares, a UC Berkeley grad who returned to Fresno, helped build an innovative nonprofit called 99 Roots that organizes young people in communities along Highway 99 to participate in social action. She also co-manages a cultural arts space called Fresco that gives women of color and other underserved people a place to share their artistic gifts with the community. Clovis High School student Jay Marahutra Varma started a free tutoring service to help struggling students who may need extra resources but can't afford them. He created tutornirvana.com and now works with other student tutors to help people in over 23 states achieve academic success. Eliza Jane Palu, a member of the Fresno State class of 21, volunteered to plant trees for Tree Fresno, a group that so far has planted more than 50,000 trees in the Central Valley. Eliza kept getting more involved, preparing grant proposals, coordinating community planning events, and becoming a climate change intern. From nurturing artists to tutoring children to saving the environment, your generation is making a difference. I invite you to join them. Go to your place of worship. your YMCA, your library, or your local community center. Or go online and let your imagination soar. Do you like to coach, to cook, to build, to dance? Maybe after a year in quarantine, you've realized you're happier talking to animals than people. That's okay. You're not alone. Whatever your interest, I promise you, there's an organization that can use your talents. But don't worry, our website will help you find many great local opportunities. We know from experience that local philanthropy lasts. When you serve in the same place that you live, you build momentum, movements, and relationships that make an indelible mark on your community. Never underestimate the powerful impact you can have in your own backyard. Recently in Kern County, organizers invited community members to clean up the Kern River for a day. High school students joined retirees and families with their children. 150 residents showed up to invest in their community. That's how you start a movement. Now, here's the best part about getting involved. It feels so good. I spent the first 50 years of my working career in business, but I assure you, nothing I did then gives me the joy I now get from philanthropy. It turns out that giving to others is also giving to yourself. And as corny as it sounds, I found myself and my reason for being when I found Lost Hills. We hope that this $1 million gift to your classes will inspire you. We're pretty sure that after experiencing the joy of giving back firsthand, you'll want to make it a habit. To get involved, go to the website we set up, wonderfulbutterflyproject.com. You'll find all the details, along with great ideas of where to volunteer locally. So let's put our butterfly project to the test. Flap your wings, kick up dust, and bring a tornado of change down on anyone who tells you that it's impossible to fix the world. You're the ones who will remake our world. You are the ones who saw stagnation and hopelessness and rose to the challenge. And you're the ones who will take to the air and inspire us all to fly higher once again. Congratulations, classes of 2020 and 2021. Now get out there and spread your wings.
What do you think of that? Pretty cool, huh? Another round of applause for Dr. Resnick, please. Big thanks to Dr. Resnick for her inspiring message and her heartfelt generosity. So graduates, let's recap just a little bit. The wonderful company has gifted $1 million to the class of 2020 and 2021. How do you like that? The first 2,000 students who contribute 2 days, just 2 days of community service with a nonprofit organization of your choice will receive $500. That's pretty good, huh? Once you complete your volunteer hours, visit the wonderfulbutterflyproject.com to register. So that's wonderfulbutterflyprojectaltogether.com to register. So 2 days, $500. Pretty good money. So as our next generation of leaders, this is your chance to apply what you have learned at Fresno State in service of our community, your community. Thank you again to Dr. Linda Resnick, Dr. Stuart Resnick, and the wonderful company. Another round of applause. It is now my pleasure to introduce your interim provost and vice president for academic affairs, Dr. Xuanyin Fu.
Thank you, President Hamid Sandoval. Good morning, dear Kremen graduates. It is with great pride that I offer you my congratulations for achieving the significant milestone of graduating from Fresno State. We are here today to salute you for this outstanding accomplishment. This day marks the completion and celebration of an amazing journey, one in which many of you persevered through difficulty and setbacks, especially with the challenges of the pandemic. With hard work, resilience, and a firm belief in yourselves, you have risen as successful graduates and future leaders. Congratulations. As you celebrate with your families, friends, your faculty and staff who have supported you all the way along your journey, please remember your success brings with it a responsibility to give back and to help others. I encourage you to commit to being civic-minded citizens and strive to make life better for those in your communities, the valley, the state, the nation, and the world. Education is one of the most fundamental rights for all. On your shoulder, you carry the most important work that educate the young and help people of all ages, all backgrounds to learn to better themselves so we can collectively build a better future for us. Live your lives with service in mind and seek excellence in every endeavor you pursue. Continue to challenge yourselves, think creatively and independently, and most of all, never give up on your dreams. After today, you will begin another journey. You will face new challenges along the way, but I'm confident that the skills you've learned and the character you have built at Fresno State prepared you well, and you can boldly fulfill your great ambitions in the years ahead. My heartfelt wishes for a successful future to all of you. Go Dogs!
Among this year's class of graduating candidates, each college has identified one undergraduate and one graduate Dean's Medalist, earning the highest level of distinction in their unit. At this time, please turn your attention to the screens to hear the messages from each of our medalists.
My name is Lisbeth Cortez Villa. My degree is in Liberal Studies, and I am the undergraduate Dean's Medalist for the Kremen School of Education and Human Development. As an educator, my main goal has always been about helping children and being an advocate for their safety and education. I am working to make an impact in migrant education and providing the proper assistance for students with learning disabilities. My plan is to bring awareness into the classroom and better our education system by advocating for more effective and inclusive solutions to help our students during such a difficult transition in their lives. The Kremen School of Education and Human Development has given us access to professors who share similar goals as we do and have provided me with knowledge that I will go on to use in my profession. I can't thank my professors enough for always advocating for their students and helping build advocates who will go on to do life-changing work. Lastly, I would like to thank everyone who has helped us get here today, whether it was a parent, family member, or someone at Fresno State, whoever may be. Thank you so much for helping us reach this incredible and well-deserved milestone. Gracias a Maya Pa por su apoyo incondicional que me han dado. As we come to an end of such an incredible chapter of our lives, classes of 2020 and 2021, I hope that we will continue to strive for our goals and don't stop here. There is still so much more to achieve, and I know that we will continue to contribute our part in making the world a better place for everyone. Congratulations, classes of 2020 and 2021, we did it.
My name is Hank Gutierrez. My doctoral degree is in educational leadership, and I am the Graduates Dean's Medalist for the Kremen School of Education and Human Development. As the Dean's Medalist and a former EOP student, my journey is in full flight to make sure that every child has a fair chance to live out their dreams, just as I have. And what a dream come true and honor it is to share the Kremen commencement with all of you. To the class of 2020, and 2021, I see you. I see your strength, I see your spirit, and I see your struggles. Whether you are starting a career as a classroom teacher, beginning a career as a school counselor, or taking a leap into school leadership, or looking to make your mark as a college dean, my dream for you is to become the greatest of all time, no matter your path. Hold sacred that your work might allow a child or college student to take themselves from the grips of poverty. Be fierce for social justice, be relentless for equity, and be bold for new beginnings. Remember, appreciate what you have, but go out and demand what you deserve. As Kremen graduates, we have the collective power to change the entire educational landscape in P-12 and higher education. To the class of 2020 and 2021, never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion. Thank you, and God bless.
Wait, he's not done. We are so proud of both of you. We all know the Fresno State experience is a vibrant, exciting, and it brings many opportunities for our students. And at this time, please turn your attention to the screens for a special video highlight of some of the lifelong memories created here at Fresno State. Well done. Will the faculty for Kremen School of Education and Human Development please stand? Please join me in thanking these hardworking and dedicated faculty for the success of everyone in this stadium. Thank you very much. Well done. Please be seated. I will ask you in a moment to turn your attention to the screens as our graduates' names are read aloud. This is what we've all been waiting for. Please be patient until your name is read. Graduates, once your name is called, please stand if you're able and be recognized. We would love to recognize you. If you need to sit, wave your arms. We will cheer just as loud. You do not need to remain standing, as this may take some time. I've been told 70 to 90 minutes for this part. Mr. President, Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of our faculty of Kremen School of Education and Human Development, I proudly present our candidates to you.
Ashley Abrahamson, Zaid Abulganam, Stephanie Aceves, Anel Acosta, Monica Acosta, Savannah Acosta, Anissa Acuna, Cameron Adams, Rosa Aguayo. Gerardo Aguayo II. Karina Aguilar. Heidi Aguilar. Sabrina Aguilar. Vanessa Aguilar. Suridiana Aguilar Martinez. Alondra Aguilar. Alondra Aguilera. Jesse Aguiniga. Andrew Aguirre. Celia Aguirre. Janae Aguirre. Miguel Aguirre. Asma Ahmed. Ashley Alba Vasquez. Candy Alcala. Regina Alcantar. Vincent Alcantar. Devin Alexander. Wafa Alfara. Roxanne Alfonso. Yasamin Al-Haddad. Mara Alkandak. Ahmed Alkandak. Nicholas Allen. Andrea Allen Gomez. Nora Al-Sayed. Fabiola Altamirano. Belladira Alva. Danny Alvarado. Mario Alvarado. Riley Alvarado. Stephanie Alvarado. Abigail Alvarado Rebeledo. Alexis Alvarez. Aris Alvarez. Jonathan Alvarez. Maria Alvarez. Maribel Alvarez. Vanessa Alvarez. Gianna Alves. Marcela Amador. Ariana Amaro. Alexandria Amaya. Annabelle Ambrise. Kimberly Amagon. Annika Anderson. Hector Andrade. Norma Andrade. Agustin Andrade Vargas. Gabrielle Andrade Stone. Jennifer Anguiano. Yvette Antuna. Mariela Ariano. Lizette Ariano Torres. Angelina Arevalo. Stacy Arganda. Alma Argueta. Vianney Arias. Wendy Arias. Erica Aragin. Arlene Areola Salcido. Jeanette Arroyo. Jillian Ashbaugh. Brittina Ashworth. Katira Asil Tarverdian. Jessica Avila, Judith Avila, Lorian Avila, Roxy Avila, Samantha Avila, Perla Avila Montoya, Alondra G. Ayala Chavarria, Marisol Ayala Navarro, Kanupriya Bagrodia, Susan Bays, Devin Balbach, Victoria Banks, Rosalie Baptista, Mary Claire Baradat, Alexi Barajas, Ashley Barajas, Cassandra Barajas, Samantha Barba, Karina Barberena, Selena Barcelos, Brooke Barham, Kendra Barker Lunn, Melina Barragan, Carolyn Barranco, Sophia Beretta, Lucia Barrientos, Isabel Barrios, Rex Bartholomew, Romney Bebayan, Adriana Becerra, Liliana Becerra, Myra Becerra, Chris Beck, Kelsey Behrens, Ashlyn Benavides Mesa, Denise Benitez Rodriguez, Gerardo Bermudez, Karina Bermudez, Emily Bernal, Jasmine Berry, Jacqueline Billings, Janet Bingham, Rebecca Binkley, Michelle Blackburn, Amy Blackstock, Jordan Blanchard, Kate Bliss, Bailey Bonds, Brooke Book, Vanessa Borges, Zachary Broughton, Carly Braden, Jordan Bradley, Daniela Bravo, Sarai Bravo, Carla Brutado, Jade Brown, Christine Burke, Douglas Burkhart, Christina Bustos, Daniel Caballero, Elizabeth Caballero Vieira, Maria Cabrera, Vanessa Cabrera, Christian Cabrera Macias, Arturo Cabrera Mendoza, Connor Calloway, Eric Calderon Fangrath, Jesus Calixtro Lopez, Joycelyn Callejas, Nancy Calvillo Reyes, Yvette Calvo Valdez, Giovanni Camacho, Victoria Camacho, Livia Camacho Martinez, Marcela Camino, Karen Campana Arredondo, Evelyn Campos, Monica Cantu, Song Mei Tsao, Sydney Caradonna, Karen Carbajal Mercado, Juliana Cardona, Nancy Carmona, Iris Carrasco Ramirez, Alicia Carrillo, Alessandra Carrillo, David Carrillo Perez, Carrie Carter, Marie Casau, Kristen Case, Alex Casillas, Fabian Casillas, Erica Castañon, Eve Castellanos, Jorge Castellon, Rachel Castellon, Lisette Castillo, Matthew Castillo, Michael Castillo, Noel Castillon, Alyssa Castro, Catherine Castro, Cheyenne Castro, Chloe Castro, Marita Petit, Veronica Cavazos Garcia, Yesenia Cazares, Carolina Ceballos, Yasmin Ceballos Lemos, Alma Ceja, Andrea Cerda, Angel Cerda, Andrea Cervantes, Jennifer Cervantes, Kelly Cervantes, Samantha Cervantes, Jessica Chadbourne, Maria Chagola, Neda Chaby, Eunice Champion, Mai Chang, Alejandra Chavez, Andrea Chavez, Emily Chavez, Veronica Chavez, Aurora Chavez Pina, Man Tse Cheng, Nicholas Cherry, Yi Chor, Sai Wei Chong, Halima Chowdhury, Lauren Chrisman, William Chrisman, McKenna Christensen, Jasmine Cisneros, Angelica Cisneros Moreno, Amanda Clark,
Brittany Clayson,
Ronald Coates, Kaylin Quelho, Peyton Quelho Lackey, Vontae Cofield, Yasmin Collin, Jillian Kalunga, Amy Conley, Alec Conrad, Adriana Contreras, Maria Contreras, Nicole Converse, Allison Cook, Ashley Cooper, Jennifer Corona, Miguel Corona Nunez, Juan Carlos Corona Velasquez, Stephanie Coronel, Alyssa Cortez, Jose G. Cortez, Lisbeth Cortez Villa, Michelle Costello, Matthew Cota, Kelly Cox, Victoria Crevelin, Jana Cronin, Alana Cross, Carla Cruz, Lauren Cruz, Bethany Cuevas, Elena Cuevas, Maria Cuevas Moreno, Catherine Culver, Emily Courier, Aaron Cutler, Julia Damasco, Alejandra Davalos, Peter Davies, Janelle Davis, Kylie Davis, LaShawn Shirese Davis, Sage Davis, Milena Devoyan, Laura Daza Ramirez, Angelica de la Cruz, Guadalupe de la O, Kayla Del Bosque, Ramel Del Mundo, Shauna de la Torre, Danielle de Leon, Samantha de Leon, Maria Delgado, Nancy Delgado, Bridget Duvetter, Nicolette Diaz, Yolanda Diaz, Mackenzie Dominguez, Juliana Dominguez, Serafina Dones, Canberra Downing, Rachel Duarte, Miguel Duarte Cervantes, Leslie Duarte Salcedo, Deborah Dufer, Jenna Duran, Araceli Duran Jimenez, Daniel Durant, Crystal Echevarria, Ande Edwards, Suzanne Ellinger, Layla Elridi, Grisel Emigdio Nava, Jennifer Enns, Oneida Escobar, Karina Escobedo, Cynthia Escoto, Jasmine Esparza, Nessa Esparza, Josefina Andrade Espinoza, Maria Espinoza, Mariela Espinoza, Monica Espinoza, Ruby Espinoza Cisneros, Laura Estrada Velasco, Kristen Evans, Nathan Evans, Megan Fahey, Gilbert Falcon, Gina Falcon, Haley Fajo, Tracy Felix, Meredith Feller, Harut Farashektian, Taylor Ferguson, Noel Fernandez, Ruby Fernandez, Rebecca Farrell, Lindsay Fiddler, Jaslyn Figueroa, Nayeli Figueroa, Alexis Fiorentino, Michaela Fleming, Clarissa Flores, Courtney Flores, Daisy Flores, Heidi Flores, Hilda Flores, Karina Flores, Rebecca Flores, Isabel Flores, Tanisha Francis, Elizabeth Franson, Emma Frost, Tara Fry, Nicholas Fuentes, Cassidy Fuller, Vanessa Fuller, Juan Gabriel, Autumn Gaither, Jamie Gallardo, Michaela Gallardo, Celeste Galvan, Eileen Galvan de Dios, Abigail Gamez, Danielle Gamez, Adriana Gamino, Anna Cecilia Garcia, Ariana Garcia, Brianne Garcia, Dominique Garcia, Edith Garcia, Jackie Garcia, Joanna Garcia, Kennedy Garcia, Kilani Garcia, Mariana Garcia, Nancy Garcia, Nora Garcia, Osmara Garcia, Vinicia Garcia, Jacqueline Garcia Luis, Irene Garcia, Anahi Garibay Aguilar, Jessica Garnica, Edith Gastelum Rodriguez, Casey Gates, Elsa Gacciola, Christopher G., Michaela Gianetta, Angelica Gil Garcia, Priscilla Gilletteberg, Samantha Gillis, Claire Gilmore, Natalie Godinez, Brianna Gomez, Evelyn Gomez, Lisa Gomez, Maria Gomez Cortez, Morgan Gomez, Yelinet Gomez Quintanar, Yaritza Gomez Zavala, Gina Lu Gong, Angel Gonzalez, Ariel Gonzalez, Desiree Gonzalez, Julia Gonzalez, Margarita Gonzalez, Arlette Gonzalez, Isabel Gonzalez, Liliana Gonzalez, Mackenzie Gonzalez, Mike Gonzalez, Maria Gonzalez, Noemi Gonzalez, Sarah Gonzalez, Sonia Gonzalez, Patricia Gonzalez Barajas, Natalie Gonzalez, Gloria L. Gonzalez Ramirez, Kalisha Goodwin, Sarah Gorman, Jennifer Goulart, Magdalena Granados, Annette Granda, Brooke Grandal, Hallie Grant, Alexis Grabado, Haley Grijalva, Justina Guerra, Martin Guerrero, Emily Gitsoyan, Chantal Gillen, Hank Gutierrez, Jacqueline Gutierrez, Jennifer Gutierrez, Jose Gutierrez, Sandra Gutierrez, Celine Gutierrez, Ruby Gutierrez Ruiz, Evelyn Guzman, Francisco Guzman, Maria Guzman, Delia Guzman, Chloe Hagan, Brooke Hager, Jasmine Hall, Belinda Hammond, Audrey Hamph, Avita Hang, Katrina Hanna, Alexander Harbor, Bonnie Hardin, Lauren Harper, Roxanne Hartman, Ezra Hashem, Doreen Hatcher, Connor Hatton, Michaela Henderson, Hoa Her, Xining Her, Juliana Hermosillo, Brisa Hernandez, Celeste Hernandez, Corina Hernandez, Deanna Hernandez, Jasmine Hernandez, Jennifer Hernandez, Karina Hernandez, Lisette Hernandez, Rosalia Hernandez, Roxana Hernandez, Vanessa Hernandez, Victor Hernandez, Veronica Hernandez Lopez, Amber Hernandez Ramirez, Miriam Hernandez, Diana Hernandez Sanchez, Alondra Hernandez Quezada, Carol Herrera, Leticia Herrera, Veronica Herrera, Leah Hickman, Michelle Hicks, Deborah Hill, Sabrina Hinojosa, Jessica Hobbs, Catherine Hollingshead, Sarah Holm, Ashley Holman, Bailey Houle, Emily Hoover, Jennifer Horn, Rebecca Horwitz, Michaela Huff, Cassandra Hudspeth, Alexandra Huitron Salcedo, Don Hunt, Javier Hurtado, Dia Hussein, Muna Hussein, Jasmine Ibal, Janet Ibarra Torres, Hugo Cesar Ibarra Vega, Caroline Idzvug, Tegan Illich, Maria Infante Cuevas, Benjamin Irizarry, Teresa Ishigaki, Roberto Ival Jr., Markeisha Iverson, Stephanie Isaguirre, Jeanette Jacinto, China Jackson, Kimberly Jackson, Carolina Jacobo Gonzalez, Simone Jacobson, Maria Guadalupe Jaime Milam, Brenda Jara Cardenas, Cynthia Harkin, Yvette Howergy, Nancy Javalera, Janan Jawar, Sarah Jeffries, Kayla Jenkins, Esmeralda Jimenez, Keisha Jimenez, Sandra Jimenez, Yesenia Jimenez, Myra Jimenez Rodriguez, Jaskern Johal Dillon, Sydney Johns, Brianna Johnson, Garrett Johnson, Roxanne Johnson, Samantha Johnson, Stephanie Johnson, Michelle Jones, Rachel Jones, Trinity Jones, Estefania Juarez, Christy Karras, Yalda Cocker, Tatiana Karabian, Palwinder Kaur, Stephanie Keck, Tracy Kelly, Miranda Kennedy, Amer Khalil, Jennifer Kindorf, Kayla King, Brooke Kinkle, Selma Kith, Vanessa Knight, Emily Coford, Madhvi Kohli, Rachel Coop, Casey Kraft, Cameron Cross, Hiromi Kubo, Karina Lara, Diana Lara, Alyssa Larios, Maria Larios, Kendall Lasley, Lauren Lawless, Lindsay Lean, Jasmine Ledesma, Afra Lee, Mai Tao Lee, Nu Lee, Pao Lee, Eduardo Lemos, Jessica Lemos, Fabian Lemos Martinez, Ariel Leon, Jennifer Leon Perez, Corey Liu, Madison Levan, Taffany Lim, Amber Lindgren, Myra Lira Ibarra, Se-Ki Liu, Brianna Lizarraga, Stephanie Loera, Brandy Loera Mendiola, Marissa Lopez, Alyssa Lopez, Eduardo Lopez, Gabriela Lopez, Ismarai Lopez, Simon Lopez, Susanna Lopez, Taylor Lopez, Teresita Lopez, Marcial Lopez Martinez, Ruby Lopez Gutierrez, Savannah Lorenko, Diamond Lowe, Dahlia Lucas, Mariah Lucas, Benita Luna, Eureka Lunar, Lucas Lundy, Anissa Luong, Maria Lupercio Alvarez, Duachi Lee, Shirley Lee,
Selena Macias, Julissa Macias Osuna, Daniela Maciel, Yesenia Maciel, Emily Maddox, Adelina Madrid, Monica Madrigal, Guadalupe Madrigal Escalera, Gabriela Madrigal Sabalas, Oriana Maestas, Leslie Magana, Mariah Magana, Taylor Menord, Kelsey Mayo, Amanda Maldonado, Jenna Maldonado, Kristen Maldonado, Ulisse Maldonado Vargas, Ira Joanne Manalanson, Reynaldo Manalo, Aaliyah Marin. Aaron Mariucci. Brenda Marmolejo. Brianna Marquez. Brianna Marroquin. Jaden Martin. Michelle Martin. Shelby Martin. Bianca Martinez. Caitlin Martinez. Christina Martinez. Haley Martinez. Jocelyn Martinez. Joseph Martinez. Karina Martinez. Kayla Martinez. Kimberly Martinez. Luis Martinez. Marlon Martinez. Monica Martinez. Noella Martinez. Savannah Martinez. Stephanie Martinez. Alondra Martinez. Pedro Martinez. Jocelyn Martinez Torres. Kayla Mason. Omar Matawala. Brianna Matthews. Yasmin Maya. Tiaya Mayberry. Megan Mayo. Marisol Mayoral. Julissa Mayorga. Gabrielle McCullough. Matthew McDonald. Miranda McIntyre. Elbia Medina. Jeanette Medina. Joni Medina. Josieline Medina Diaz. Claudia Medina Ornelas. Adam Medina Chandler. Alyssa Medlock. Darian Medlock. Danielle Mijas. Alma Mejia. Karen Mejia. Timothy Benjamin Mejia. Veronica Melendez. Jessica Melgareo. Elena Mello. Carly Mendez. Jenna Mendez. Ariel Mendez. Kylie Mendez. Valerie Mendez. Yaheda Mendez Chavez. Roman Mendiola. Andrew Mendoza. Candice Mendoza. Emily Mendoza. Jasmine Mendoza. Jose Mendoza. Karen Mendoza. Stephanie Mendoza. Vanessa Mendoza. Yasmin Mendoza. Yanet Mendoza Angulo. Marie Miraz Udick. Cynthia Mercado. Lucina Mercado Cruz. Ramiro Marino Diaz. Alyssa Merritt. Alexis Meza. Jacqueline Meza. Julissa Meza. Maria Guadalupe Meza. Nancy Lisbeth Meza Macias. Blanca Stephanie Milan. Taylor Miller. Madison Milatinovic. Erica Minix. Charlotte Miranda. Martha Miranda. Jessica Morales. Judith Morales. Rosa Morales Diaz. Rania Misley. Sharia Miuru. Catherine Mize. Evelyn Moctezuma. Amanda Molina. Maribel Molinero. Yolanda Monsivais. Anna Marie Montano. Matthew Montemayor. Berenice Montez. Rosa Montez. Cindy Montoya. Gabrielle Moradian. Kathia Mora. Juana Cristina Morales Romero. Lania Moreno. Adriana Moreno Lemus. Clara Moreno Lemus. Martin Moreno Moreno. Mara Morfin. Diana Morin Guzman. Sarah Matullo. Gianna Mua. Corrine Mua. Adriana Moya Cruz. Margarita Mujica. Maria Mujica. Jonathan Eric Mullane. Kathleen Mulligan. Abigail Muniz. Ashley Munoz. Crystal Munoz. Isaac Munoz. Jade Munoz. Susanna Muzelian. Jeffrey Nagata. Lauren Napier. Isabella Naranjo. Diana Nava. Joe Navarro. Vanessa Garcia Navarro. Claire Enchise. Aaliyah Neely. Morgan Nelson. Audrey Navarez. Caitlin Nichols. Violetta Nino. Desiree Nodal. Jasmine Nunez. Theodore Nunes. Timothy Nyberg. Logan O'Brien. Megan O'Quinn. Brenda Ochoa. Simone Ochoa. Jill Oline. Abriel Oshadegwa. Audrey Oliva. Clarissa Olivas. Rachel Olson. Victoria Ontiveros. Caesar Ornelas. Karina Ornelas. Samantha Orozco. Alicia Ortega. Karina Ortega. Leslie Ortega. Patricia Ortega Miranda. Caitlin Ortenzio. Delilah Ortiz. Usilla Ortiz. Maria Ortiz. Melissa Ortiz. Miriam Elizabeth Osorio Pacheco. Rebecca Usami. Michaela Owen. Molly Owen. Chloe Owensby. Bang Pa. Danielle Pacheco. Bree Padilla. Jacob Padilla. Erica Paget. Gabrielle Payne. Hosanna Palafox. Jose Luis Palafox. Gabriela Palma. Estefania Palomares. Susana Pantoja Pantoja. Karen Pantoja Perez. Luisa Judith Paredes. Bridget Parker Berrigan. Randy Parkinson. Giselle Pastor. Michelle Patton. Mariah Patterson. Aska Payan. Shane Pearson. Maria Valeria Pelagio. Daisy Pelayo Figueroa. Jay Paloyan. Antoinette Pena. Sylvia Pena. Yesenia Pena. Guadalupe Pena Lopez. Crystal Perez Leal. Brittany Perez. Gabriela Perez. Janairi Perez. Leandra Perez. Michaela Perez. Montserrat Perez, Sergio Perez, Kara Perkins, Kristen Perkins, Jenna Perricone, Deontay Perry, Donald Perry, Lauren Petrie, Giovanni Pena, Michaela Pahania, Carol Pham, Joanna Pfaffen, Samantha Phillips, Shannon Phillips, Johnny Pongsavath, John Pipolo, Maria Pita, Melinda Platt, Gloria Ponce Rodriguez, Cassandra Ponce, Maria Portillo, Elizabeth Posey, Liam Possum, Therese Potter, Adam Powell, Sarah Price Wagner, Sarah Prieto, Kaylee Prilwitz, Frank Puccio, Josh Fuentes, Jimena Quezada, Vanessa Cajada, Lindsay Quilter, Jessica Quinones, Margarita Quintero, Cynthia Ramirez, Daisy Ramirez, Delilah Ramirez, Denise Ramirez, Janessa Ramirez, Nancy Ramirez, Laura Ramirez Lara, Laura Ramirez, Ashley Ramos, David Ramos, Gloria Ramos, Taylor Ramos, Heidi Ratzloff, Morgan Ray, Jessica Raygoza, Sean Redfield, Kimberly Register Childs, Sarah Reed, Natalie Rendon, Brittany Rendon Lego, Iniza Renteria, Nancy Reyes, Ruben Reyes, Karina Reyes Benuelos, Donitza Reyes Baez, Raquel Reyes Angulo, Jose Rico, Stephanie Ridgway, Amber Reiki, Katie Riley, Sky Rincon, Estrella Rijos. Kayla Rios. Michaela Rios. Nancy Rios. Daisy Rivas. Stephanie Rivas. Faith Rivera. Juan Rivera. Valerie Robles. Jasmine Rocha. Alexis Rodriguez. Brianna Rodriguez. Cesar Rodriguez. Aaliyah Rodriguez. Georgiana Rodriguez. Guadalupe Rodriguez. Guadalupe Rodriguez. Hannah Rodriguez. Ileana Rodriguez. Juan Rodriguez. Leticia Rodriguez. Liliana Rodriguez. Linda Rodriguez. Lizeth Rodriguez. Matthew Rodriguez. Melissa Rodriguez. Samuel Rodriguez. Ruby Rodriguez. Brianna Rodriguez Rico. Emily Rogers. Alexandra Rojas. Hector Rojas. Lapida Rojas. Maria Montserrat Rojas Aguirre. Giovanni Romero. Vanessa Romero. Austin Romo. Mercedes Rosales. Marissa Rosales Escareno. Dulce Rosales Espinoza. Guadalupe Rosales Espinoza Gonzalez. Alba Ross. Stephen Ross. Lauren Rosticas Gonzalez. Jonathan Rubalcaba. Doris Rubalcaba. Joy Rubio. Cecilia Rusta. Andrea Ruiz. Jasmine Ruiz. Julia Ruiz. Rosanna Ruiz. Wa Ruska. Emma Rush. Lilia Ruvalcaba. Maria Ruvalcaba. Marisol Ruvalcaba. Sandra Ruvalcaba Sanchez. Satha Saturn. Joshua Carla Sagoon. Brittany Sahakian. Paige Sakowski. Grace Solis. Alexis Salazar. Miranda Salazar. Ruth Salazar. Judith Saldivar, Ruby Saldivar Gutierrez, Fabiola Salgado, Joshua Salinas, Kendra Salinas, Jessica Salinas Nahera, Christina Salmarone, Angelica Salvador Brazil, Cecilia Samano Torres, Alexis Sanchez, Eli Sanchez, Anna Sanchez, Eduardo Sanchez, Elizabeth Sanchez, Juliana Sanchez, Karen Sanchez, Lonnie Sanchez, Maisie Sanchez, Norma Sanchez, Veronica Sanchez, Ariana Sanchez Alvarez, Elissa Sanchez Mendoza, Claudia Sandoval, Jacob Sandoval, Jasmine Sandoval, Mary Sandoval, Stephanie Sandoval Peoples, Julie Santana, Chloe Santolano Barsh, Benjamin Santillan Ruiz, Nicolette Santos, Michaela Sawatsky, Angela Sayasang, Tiffany Sayasang, Claire Shade, Hannah Chayette, Andriana Shearer, Hannah Schmall, Abigail Schofield, Lizette Segura, Zena Sen, Sarah Sepulveda, Castro Serrano, Hazel Serrano, Nadia Serrano, Renee Serrano, Patrice Sexton, Gianna Seferaza, Sona Shah, Connor Shannon, Lauren Shepard, Stephen Shee, Simran Sidhu, Laura Silva, Nancy Silva, Sarah Silva, Madison Simmons, Megan Simpson, Daljit Singh, Riley Skinner, Alexandra Smith, Justin Smith, Ryan Smith, Samantha Smith, Heather Smolin, Diana Solis, Kelly Solis Bautista, Alfonso Solorio, Delilah Solorio, Roxana Solorio, Veronica Solorio, Irene Solorio Pulido, Sarah Soria, Angela Soto, Maria Soto, Autumn Sousa, Caitlin Spencer, Raylan St. Clair, Jenna Stanfill, Courtney Steckman, Summer Sternfels, Nohaley Stickles, Caitlin Stotts, Esmeralda Suarez, Monica Suarez, Silda Suarez, Veronica Serber, Natalia Sanchez, Alejandra Tabaras, Montserrat Telemonti, Lisbeth Talavera, Berenice Tapia, Karina Tapia, Marbella Tapia, Yoseline Tapia, Kaylin Tarleton, Julie Tashima, Chloe Taylor, Nikki Taylor, Alea Terry, Taylor Tessendor, Blah Tao, Chong Tao, Maia Yua Tao, Nu Tao, Skylar Therian, Karina Thiessen, Rebecca Thomason, Jessica Thor, Catherine Thullen, Diana Tinoco Garcia, Rebecca Tinseth, Karen Tiscareno, Amanda Torusian, Jennifer Torres, Karina Torres, Lauren Torres, Mariela Torres, Vanessa Torres, Yaneli Torres, Alita Sarai Torres Alfaro, Dicey Torres Diaz, Tersa Tovar, Monica Tovar Calderon, Ashley Tran, Mai Dung Stephanie Tran, Ricky Tran, Leroy Travis, Savannah Trevino, Connor Truitt, Daisy Trujillo, Dory Trujillo. Tanner Trutna. Talon Terse. Cole Tushnet. Lauren Twahi. David Ulrich. Cedronio Urania Jr. Alex Urias. Jasmine Vaca. Brenda Valadez Lamas. Yuri Valdez. Giselle Valdivinos Valencia. Diana Valencia. Priscilla Valerie. Viviana Valerio. Izelda Valero. Anna Valladolid Manzo. Jaylene Vallejo. Bao Bang. Bush Bang. Chi-Chi Bang. Ilian Bang. Jerry Bang. Jessica Bang. Kelly Bang. Lou Bang. My C Bang. Maker Bang. Nancy Bang. Paw Bang. Betchy Elila Bang. Shania Bang. Sheng Bang. Daisy Vargas. Joanna Vargas. Karina Vargas. Patricia Vargas. Catalina Vargas Sea. Denise Vargas Urbano. Janiza Barney. Alec Vasquez. Lizette Vasquez. Sierra Vasquez. Desiree Vasquez. Vianney Vasquez. Francisca Vega. Josefina Velasquez. Fatima Velasquez. Jacqueline Vera. Gloria Lisbeth Villa Mendoza. Cynthia Villalobos. Gladys Villapando. Melissa Villapando. Aaliyah Viveros. Miker Vu. Nancy Vu. Courtney Wahlberger. Destani Walker. Haley Wall. Matthew Walleen. Ryan Warkenton. Holly Watkins. Gabriella Watson. Allison Weir. Catherine Wells. Elisa Worth. Kaylee West. Elizabeth Whitcomb. Julie Wiggins. Brittany Wild Elrod. Amy Williams. Clarissa Williams. Haley Williams. John Williams. Katrina Williams. Madison Williams. Therias Williams. Patrick Williams, Jr. Ashley Wilson. Jennifer Wilson. Sonia Wilson. Catherine Wu. Rosemary Wren. Chastity Wynn. Meili Xiong. Pa Xiong. Selena Xiong. Serena Xiong. Ratha Y. Alejandra Yado. Esteban Yanez. Li Yang. Hoa Yang. Kong Yang. Mai Si Yang. Natalie Yang. Maria Yahez. Sabrine Eunice. Caitlin Young. Laura Yu. Elizabeth Zamora. Janelle Zendejas. Genesis Cermeño. Margarita Zuniga Burena. Mariana Zuno. Alicia Zurita.
How was that, graduates? All right, graduates, are you ready? You ready for our special guest? It's now time to commence with conferring of the degrees. It is my honor and pleasure to welcome a visionary leader we all admire, Dr. Joseph I. Castro, Chancellor of the California State University. Graduates and audience, let's give our Chancellor a warm welcome. Thank you, Chancellor Castro. Graduate degrees signify the completion of a period of advanced study and research. The candidates are recommended by their departments and schools and have met the requirements of the Division of Research and Graduate Studies and the trustees of the California State University. Although all are not present today, our students have completed graduate studies this year. Will all the graduates for the master's and doctoral degrees please rise? Will the families and friends of the master's and doctoral degree candidates please rise as well? Chancellor Castro, it is my privilege to present to you the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees. I now ask that you confer upon them the degree for which they have qualified.
Good morning, Kremen School. Upon the recommendation of the graduate faculties, the Dean of the Division of Research and Graduate Studies, the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, the President of California State University, Fresno, and on the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I hereby confer upon you the graduate degree appropriate to your field of learning, and with the greatest pleasure admit you to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Please place your hoods over your head. Congratulations! Please be seated.
Chancellor Castro, the candidates for baccalaureate degrees, as recommended by the faculty of their colleges and schools, have been presented by the deans. Will all the baccalaureate degree candidates of Kremen please stand to receive your degree? Will the families and friends of the baccalaureate degree from Kremen candidates please rise as well? Chancellor Castro, I ask that you now confer the appropriate degrees on those who have met all of the requirements for graduation.
Upon the recommendation of the faculties, of the deans, of the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, the President of California State University, Fresno, and on the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I take great pleasure in conferring the appropriate baccalaureate degree upon all candidates listed in the official records for these exercises, and of admitting you to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chancellor Castro and CSU's First Lady, Mary Castro, for honoring us all with your presence here today. A round of applause for our Chancellor and our First Lady. Graduates, please remain standing. Chancellor Castro and I are now happy to invite you to participate in the turning of the tassel, a special commencement tradition signifying your transition from student to graduate. You may shift your tassel from right to left of your cap.
Woo!
Congratulations, graduates. You are now alumni of Fresno State.
Woo!
Please be seated and enjoy this short video from your alumni community.
Congratulations to the classes of 2020 and 2021. You've successfully completed your college experience, leaving with a lifetime of memories. We want to offer special recognition to our senior class donors. In the past 2 years, 1,278 students have donated over $31,000. Thank you for supporting your fellow students. As the Fresno State Alumni Association Board President, I'm honored and excited to welcome you to the Bulldog Alumni family. You are joining a group of over 300,000 Fresno State alumni who are making a significant impact in communities across our valley and the world. A few of them have a message for you.
Congratulations to the class of 2020 and 2021.
Congratulations, graduates, you did it.
Congratulations, graduates of 2020-2021.
Congratulations, you did it. Go Dogs.
Congratulations, class of 2021. Go Dogs.
Way to go, Bulldogs. Congratulations and welcome to Alumni Life.
Congrats, grads. Go Dogs.
Congratulations to all of the 2021 Fresno State graduates. Go Dogs.
Congratulations, you did it.
Congratulations. Be bold, dogs.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. Go Bulldogs.
Way to go, Fresno State class of 2021. Good luck on your next adventure.
Congratulations on your well-deserved success.
Felicitaciones y los mejores deseos para su próxima aventura.
Congrats again, Bulldogs, on your huge achievement. The sky is truly the limit.
You have done exceptional. Congratulations.
You are now a bold Bulldog for life. Congratulations and go Dogs.
You did it, Bulldogs. Congratulations.
Okay, graduates, if you could stay seated just for a little moment. I want everyone else here, faculty, staff, alumni, friends, loved ones, family, stand up. I want you to face your graduate or graduates. Now I want you to celebrate them. Clap, stomp, yell for them. Let them hear how much you appreciate them. This is a celebration. Let's celebrate. Congratulations to the class of 2020 and 2021.
And now please remain standing for the singing of the Alma Mater, again by Jordan Polito.
Let us in song our voices raise, in cloistered courts to sound thy praise. Each voice and heart that sings is true to thee, O Cardinal and blue. For thee our hopes and memories, for thee our hearts and loyalties. Thy sons and daughters hail thee great, our alma mater, Fresno State.
Afterwards, we want to ask you to exit the arena by going up the stairs and meet your family at your vehicles. In order to keep safe, please proceed directly to the stadium exit and avoid gathering in groups and maintain social distancing at all times. But please don't forget to celebrate. Congratulations.